Hello and welcome to this new video in our multiplayer course. In this video we'll calculate the effective armor of the tank depending on the impact angle of the projectile and on the thickness of the armor, also on the angle of the armor. We'll use this method, which is the effective armor is equals to the real armor divided by the cosine of the impact angle. Impact angle is this one, and how we'll calculate it in the Unreal Engine. This here is the impact of the projectile, and this one is the impact normal, the normal of the armor. So we'll calculate the let me add some markup. So here we'll calculate the first, we will need the impact normal of the armor, then we'll calculate this angle which is equal to this one, which is the angle that we want. Now let's close this and let's start here in the projectile. Let's make a new custom event. Let's call it server calculate impact angle. Make it run on server and it should be reliable. Now here we need multiple inputs. We need a vector which is the impact normal, and another vector which is the impact direction, for the impact normal, need to multiply it by 10, change it to a float, multiply it by a float, right click and change it to a float, multiply it by 10, and also duplicate this one, multiply also the impact normal this time by -10, because the impact direction will go forward and the impact normal will be on the opposite side, so I want them on the same side. Let me show you on the picture. Here we use the marker. Here if we do not make for the impact normal, it will be like this. So I will multiply it by 10, so it will move 10 points in this side. And for the impact, if I use the positive value, it will be like this. The vector will be like this, but I want it to be like this, so I multiply it by minus so that I get this vector here and calculate this angle. Let me get rid of this, also this. Now let's first we need to normalize these vectors. Normalize both of them, and then we get the dot products. And we need the inverse cosine, which is called A cosine in degrees. And this is now here we found the projectile, the impact angle. So we need to pass this impact angle to the tank to calculate the armor. So we need another interface. We already have this get pen shell penetration, so here let's get add a new function in this interface. Let's call it get impact angle. Impact angle. Here we have an input which is a float. Let's call it angle. Now it is already implemented in the tank, so we go to the tank and double click on it. The impact angle. Double click on the impact angle and we take it to the replication graph. Here let's also make a custom event because we want it to be on the server set impact angle. Make it run on server and it should be reliable, and add a float input. Here let's call it impact angle. Now let's promote this to a variable. Also make sure it is replicated. Now let's call the server set impact angle. So when the interface is activated, it will set the value of the impact angle in the tank blueprint. Let's comment on it. Set the impact angle. Now let's go back to our projectile here and let's add a reference here. We need actor reference. Actor. Make it an object reference and let's call it hit actor. Now let's call the get impact angle. Get impact angle and connect this one to the angle. Let me just make it organized. So now we calculated the impact angle. Let me comment on it. Calculate impact angle. Now we need to implement this server calculate impact angle in the projectile here, either before or after the applied damage. I will put it before the applied damage. Server calculate impact angle. Now let's connect the hit actor here and the impact normal here and the impact direction. How we get the impact direction? We get it from the actor rotation or the projectile rotation. Let me just I like to organize things. Put this one here and okay. Here get actor rotation, get forward vector. I'll connect it here to the impact direction. Now we're finished with the projectile. Let's go back to the blueprint tank and here on event any damage we need to calculate the effective armor. Let's make a new custom event called server calculate effective armor. Should be run on server and should be reliable. Like I said, because we will use it here in the any damage, well, you can make it not replicated, but for me I will still make it replicated. For the here let's put the armor, the base armor. Now for the base armor, first we need the current armor or the effective armor. Let's duplicate the or make a new float and we call it effective armor, and also leave it as replicated. Now also let's add another input. Here we need the angle, impact angle. Here we need to divide the base armor by the cosine of the impact angle, cosine in degrees. And this will be the effective armor. Let's comment on this. Effective armor. Also here let's put a print string to test. Now let's call the server calculate effective armor on damage here. Let me just make some room. Now here this base armor, let's change it to the effective armor, and here let's call server calculate effective armor with the base armor here, also the impact angle here. Now let's test. Let's change the shell paint rate. Now the base armor, let's leave it as 75, and the shell penetration I will make it 100, and let's find out if our code works. Now I will shoot it at an angle. Let me just take the position, and I will stop here. I will shoot the tank. Well, actually it's not a big angle. Let's see. Let's shoot it now. This Now the effective armor is 200 because the angle was high. If I shoot the tank at this angle, it will be destroyed. Well, I didn't shoot it at all. Let me shoot it here now. Well, still too high. Well, the effective armor is 82. Let me also find out the impact angle. Let's test it here. The impact angle here. Also, let's bring string and see the angle of impact. Let's change its color to differentiate it from the effective armor. Now let's try. Well, let's respawn. Let's respawn again. Well, this problem will be fixed later when we assign teams. Now let me shoot at this angle. This should be high angle. You see, it was 70 degrees and the effective armor was 227. Now let me go back a little bit to make the angle lower. Now I will shoot at this angle. Now the effective armor is 110 and the is 45 degrees. Here it should be 0 degrees. Now it is 7 degrees, but the effective armor is 75. Now let me shoot the frontal armor, but I should aim well because it's a small area. Let me try the server tank or the host tank. Stop here. Let me shoot. I think I hit the turret. Let me shoot the hull. Well, I think we shot the hull. You see the angle is high. This concludes our video today. Now the game is developing day after day, and now we are seeing our game in front of us becoming a real game. Now we have implemented the impact angle, and in the next video I will implement the different armor areas, like we'll make a frontal armor, upper hull glacis armor, lower hull, and side armor and the turret armor. We will add box collision in front of these places. These box collisions will change the armor value of the tank, and based on this new value we will calculate the effective armor. So see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.